Okay, guys, this is part two of me just talking. It did cut off, because my phone died. I'm watching a video of Sirius Tempo's video, hair 9 ether information on how it works. And glad he's talking about the 9 ether hair because, I think I talked about it a little bit on my channel, but I mostly just like show people, hey, look at my 9 ether hair and all that. Look at this. Look at my afro. Look at my afro. I was gonna get a cut. I was gonna get a cut. Well, I probably still am going to get a cut. Maybe a trim or something like that. I usually get a 3 on my haircut, anyways. I don't use bad products or anything. I just get a haircut, move on, and that's it. And my hair grows fast, anyways. All right. So I know some people might be like, "Oh my god!" I know. I get it. I get it. I get it. But have you ever seen? I mean, too bad they didn't put it in the Harry Potter movies. But in the books, when Harry's uncle cut his hair, automatically glued back, and he got pissed off, and Harry was just like, I'm not doing it." You know, that's all power, man. That's all power. That's how power. Imagine, think about it like this: Harry Potter is actually a brother, and his aunt, which is a sister, married an orc, and the orc looks at him like a piece of shit. You know, That's one of the reasons why in the end of the series, basically, you don't see him connect with his nephew and shit like that. Only his cousin. His cousin's like, "You're not a waste of space." That's a deleted scene from Deathly Hallows Part One, which I'm just like, I wish they put that in the movie. And then other stuff like that. But anyways, sorry guys. Um, I was trying to think what Ralph Smart said because he did talk about something. Um, I just can't remember right now. So let's just continue on. I'm just watching um Caesar's Temple's video. Shout out to you, man. Respect. Like your videos, man. I think I watched almost all your videos, and I have to look back though because I have watched all your videos. Most I'll say like a chunk of your videos. I'll say probably half of the whole of the whole videos. Well, if you're watching this, I'll say one thing. I don't know if you are or not, but hey, if all of a sudden if you do, one thing that I really wanted to see was the whole Hitler stuff and everything like that, but I couldn't. Obviously, it wasn't on YouTube. Mainly because probably YouTube took that shit down because you want to, the whole Hitler situation and shit like that. Because that shit sounded so interesting and everything like that. Because it's like, even I've talked some stuff about that too. Not like a full, not like what he's mentioning because I didn't know what he was going to mention. Because those videos are not there. I'm not saying he took it down. It's just most likely YouTube took it down. You know, strikes and all that shit. Oh, I recently got a strike on my channel too. So there's that. So let's continue on here.
You just come out their bodies.
And it's on 3508.
That's like standing next to the sun. And they will literally cook these people alive. They won't even be able to. They would have to get away from. They would have to run 600 feet away from them, or 600 miles away from them, whatever you want to call it, to get away from them because that radiation is like standing next to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these people can actually feel that there's something different about you.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually feel there's something different about you because they know for a fact energetically you're not like them.
Yeah.
And your hair, that they like to call nappy hair or coarse
nappy hair.
This hair structure, this pyrometallic hair structure that you have, is a representation of a different species.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why they didn't want you guys rocking your nice, beautiful, solid fros like the brother over there, looking all comedic, if you know what I mean. That hair structure that you have is a representation of you loving yourself and being exactly what you are. So they needed to try to cut off that connection. So they told you guys have bad hair and this and that. This stuff still goes on with a lot of Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
I would know. I'm Afro-Hispanic myself.
Me too.
And amongst each other, we have people in the Hispanic community that will tell each other, "Oh, you got bad hair, this, oh, good hair, this, bad hair, that."
Right.
Good hair is stringy, straight hair, like a European, and bad hair is, our hair.
I always grew up like if he had hair like this, well, to be honest, no one didn't care if you had hair like this. At least when I was growing up, you know. People look at, probably if I rocked my hair like this, I think people wouldn't mind. I think I might just rock my hair like this. I'm always fighting with myself with my hair because I love my hair. I do. But I always fight with myself sometimes to being like, how should my hairstyle is if it's growing out a lot? Like, do I just comb it or just like don't comb it at all? You know, sometimes I might get an argue with my father. My father would be like, "Nena, tú tienes lindo pelo, but you don't want to fucking comb it." He wants me to comb it back and everything like that. Almost look like a Richie Rich. That movie. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't look like that. I can't look something that I'm not. And every time I say no, I don't want to look like that, either my friends or family get pissed off. They get pissed off. Oh, it's just something new. I'm like, I don't care. I want to show off my hair. I don't want to show off. I want to show off who I am, not show off who the fuck I am not. I mean, a long time ago, like, look, this is not a knock on my siblings or anything like that. But at one point, like, I tried to, like, my sister tried to get rid of my widow's peak because I have a widow's peak here. See, right there, widow's peak. I freaking love my hair, man. I do. I love my hair. So moving on. Sorry, I'm just going.
Structure as being what you call coarse or whatever. This is all programming to destroy our people in many different ways. Why do you think that brother Sammy Sosa did what he did to his hair, did what he did to his skin, did what he did to his eyes? He looks nothing like what he looked like before. He looked like a goddamn pathetic mess.
Right.
Because he was taught that he was nothing from growing up. People making jokes and side comments and stuff like this make this brother hate himself so much that he want to become something he ain't. Become damn near Eurocentric.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It was trying to connect and everything like that. So, hey, at least I know what to do when that shit happens. It was trying to reconnect, so I just had to get out and then come back in, and boom, that's it. So, I might just get another fucking bag of weed here and put more shit in because this shit's gonna be skimpy, man. Skimpy, man. Are you fucking kidding me? I wasted $20 for this shit? Moving on.
I said he want to become something he ain't. Become damn near Eurocentric, trying to become a European or something.
You're not a European. You're a cosmic fucking being.
This is what self-hate does.
You know what? The name Europe comes from the goddess Europa. At least correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that was the sister's name. That's why they still call it Europe. See, when these orcs came here, they had to call it United States of America, not Atlantis, because this is Atlantis. But other parts of the world, they kept the names. It's just here they didn't. And plus, over the ice capsules, $5. They tried to conquer it, didn't work. That's why they're here. And that's why you didn't want no one to go to Antarctica. Because they trying to go to Antarctica. Yes, they're trying to go underground and stuff. Like Hollow Earth type shit, but they can't go down there. Remake H said it himself. They can't go down there. They can go to like a little bit of the surface, but Hollow Earth itself, they can't go in. They can't. They can try, but they're gonna die. You know how many plasma energy is in there? You can't even take fucking plasma, dude. You can only take fucking cold. What are you talking? Why do you think? Obviously, why do they make it cold? So that's just me, man. So sooner or later, man, like we're gonna meet each and I was smart. were talking about their videos recently about what's going to happen on the 21st and 2021, and in 2022, and also what's happening on the 25th of this month. I agree with all of them, everything what they were saying, because I saw it. I seen it already. I've already seen it. And the thing is, too, what Ralph Smart talked about, like, everyone being separated and all that shit, I've been knowing that shit since 26 fucking teen. That people were going to be separated. And when Ralph Smart pointed that out, I'm just laughing because I'm just like, oh, so the time has come. This is it, basically. Because he made a prediction and shit like that. I made a prediction, too. But just one prediction. Here's my prediction. That in 2022, everyone's going to see these motherfuckers. Everyone. Even the people that don't want to. Right? And also in 2022, people are not going back to classes, to their jobs. All of that shit's gone. It's over. Right? It's basically done. Something that these wicked beings don't want. They want this system to continue. They want this war that they made to continue. But the war that they made is now dead. It's dead. Most people are like, it's dying, but no, it's dead. It's already dead. It can't sustain itself no more. 2021 was like their last breath, basically. 2021 is their last breath, while 2022 is their demise, is their literally funeral. That's what it is. So, look at this skimpy ass fucking piece of shit. What the fuck did I pay for this fucking goddamn... No. But, I'm gonna probably... Let's continue on. Sorry, guys.
Look at him up there. He looks ridiculous. Now, some people would say, oh, did Michael Jackson do the same thing? No, actually, he was suffering from something called vitiligo. I have the pictures to prove it.
I have heard about
that. I put them up here, but they're on my phone.
With the whole Michael Jackson.
Maybe I might put them in the community section so you guys can be able to take a look at that. Yeah, he has vitiligo. Yeah, you can search it up. His pictures are online. He has vitiligo. He has white patches all over his skin. That's why he eventually bleached his skin.
Yeah.
He didn't want to...
I've seen people like that.
He didn't want people to notice that he has a skin condition.
Yeah.
He didn't want people to know that. That's why Michael Jackson did what he did.
Right.
People don't understand. Now, another thing, dealing with what you call the Afro pick. Okay?
I have one
somewhere. When you use
somewhere.
the Afro pick, and you start picking your hair, and you keep picking it, when your hair starts to stand up like that, and it goes 9 ether, if you have about, I'd say 4 to 5 inches of hair on your head, and your hair is standing up a lot like this brother here, or maybe this brother here, or maybe this woman over here, maybe even like this sister over here, there's something that happens to our skin. I've been saying this for a long time. Understand, we have carbon, the human beings have melanin. They suffer from something called melanoma when the skin, see it says melanoma right here, when the skin is exposed to high radiation from the sun. We don't have that problem. We are carbonated beings. We literally come from the sun.
Yeah. Literally, we come from the sun.
All right, because our bodies behave like plant. Like, this is why we got to go vegan.
All of us are planets. All of us are walking as planets, galaxies. That's what we are.
4 to 5 inches of hair on
your chakras are planets.
This sister over here. All right?
Don't fuck with me.
Something that happens, and I notice that it happens a lot when we smile, or even when we're moving our eyes a lot. Because the hair structure is very much connected to the pyro energy that's inside our souls. What happens is that our hair and our souls and our chakras link up, and then it literally links into our carbon that's in our skin. And what happens is that the hair releases a certain, believe it or not, the hair releases a certain type of frequency that goes up into the atmosphere. Okay? All right? And we can get downloads from different planetary bodies.
Yes.
Depending upon what the planets are doing and what kind of information the sun, the moon, or any other planetoid in the nearby, situation of what's going on out there in outer space, you can literally get downloads through your hair alone, people. Our hair, when it's picked out like that, it can even pick up on radio frequencies. It can pick up on energetic frequencies. Okay, it can even pick up on incoming debris or objects.
Someone's going to be like, nearby. How is this possible? We are not human. We're not human. We're not these orcs. We're not monkeys, guys. We're plasma. These guys don't have souls. They have spirits. We have souls. Souls are made out of plasma. That's why we have that color skin on us and that ether hair. Okay? I can't find my little thing that I wear sometimes, but it made my skin green because it's carbon and I'm carbon. It's showing what my true skin is, and my true skin is green. Like Osiris. Imagine seeing a being like that, but everything's green. Like the face textures are green, which is funny because I literally made myself in SOULCALIBUR as like the TheSkullKlown and shit, and I made a version of myself that's like the skeleton feature. Basically, the structure of it is all greenish, like light greenish. Like from far away it looks white, but up close you'll be like, oh, it has green into it. It has some green to it. Kind of like what you see in Voldemort, but not like what Voldemort is. If that makes sense. It still has that skull shiny factor, but it has that tint of a green when you look up close. So. And even before, when I found out what my skin looks like, I told myself, I'm like, what does my skin look like? Green. Like, automatically it came to me green. The first thing that comes to your head. Sorry, I have to heat this up because it got wet because of my tongue. No, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm talking and giving my thoughts and my opinions here and shit like that. It is just a talking video, and I'm talking stuff about other things, spiritual enlightenment stuff. But let's continue on. I apologize.
Near where your body is or near where your scalp is. Let's say somebody threw a brick at you, and you were walking around like that. You could your body will literally react. It will literally react. You won't even know why you did it. Your body will literally react in a way to either catch the object or to literally move out the way automatically. Why? Because our hair, our ether is a literal antenna that is connected to the universe.
Yes.
It is literally cosmic hair that you have. And when your hair is picked out like this, you don't realize what you're doing. Your hair is connected to everything that's going on in nature. And the universe is nature, so it's literally connected to everything. So let's say if somebody tried to slap you and you were looking in the opposite direction, or you were turned around, you would literally be able to catch the person's hand. You would literally be able to catch the person swinging or trying to touch you. You would literally be able to catch them before they even make contact with you. Because that's what we call our afros. What we call our afros, and I'm talking about when it's picked out like this, or for like this, for example, or even like this. When the hair is fully picked out, there is something that happens with the hair. And now I'm gonna tell you like this: how do you know that it's working? When you look at the skin, you're gonna notice certain things happening. This is why they didn't want us growing our hair back in the day, and they kept telling us that we was nothing, because they know that if we start walking around like that, it's going to become very obvious to everyone around that we're not like everyone else. You're going to start noticing radiation coming out of the skin. You're going to start noticing energy and like sparks of electricity coming out of the skin. You're also going to notice that there is some type of crystal, like this, like the skin. Man, the skin looks like it's got diamonds in it. The skin literally glitters as if it's metallic, like your skin is literally crystallized. It's carbon crystallized, and it looks exactly like that when we pick our hair. This is why there is such an effort to hold you guys back, because you guys are literally everything. You guys created all the technologies that's out here.
Yep.
They got our people in prisons underground right now building technology for these Asians and for these other people. And then they putting a patent on it saying that they build it. Then they ask us how we build the shit. Then they mass produce it. And then they get the blueprints of how we build it. And then they start, making money off of what we built for them. And they're forcing us to build it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Also, another thing. When our hair is like this, when we smile also, our eyes literally change into the infinity symbol. It changes into the galaxy symbol.
That's dope.
Which is basically a point in the middle, and then there's a spiral line going up, and then there's another spiral line going down. I'd draw it for you guys, but I don't have that kind of time. Yes, we are in fact earthbound aliens, if you will. We are in fact the forever people. We are literally infinite. We can't die. Yes, if we fought each other, we could kill each other. But after maybe a few months, maybe a few years, maybe 50 years, maybe 100 years, maybe 1,000 years, on the energetic plane, we'd end up, our energies would end up recycling itself, and we'd end up coming back. Okay? Because we were made out of the infinite energy of the cosmos. And this is why we used to rock the Ankh back in ancient Kemet to symbolize our eternal energy. We have an eternal flame that's inside our hearts, and it's inside, believe it or not, it's inside your soul, which sits in your solar plexus.
I was going to say that. In your soul, your solar plexus and shit. One step ahead of me.
Understand, this is exactly why I've been saying this for a very long time. This is why they started doing all kind of stuff to us. Okay, you see these clowns that be going to kids' birthday parties. Notice they have they get a clown, supposed to be a fool, a jester, a fool. And then he's up there with an afro filled with all kind of different colors in it. It's a mockery of you. They're trying to mock you. They're trying to say you look foolish like this. You look like a clown being in your natural state. So by that alone, that is an attack on you that's an attack on your identity as a person. You was born this way. There's nothing wrong with you.
Right, thank you.
But they want to attack you in some kind of way. They do it all the time. And this is why the sisters are now going natural. You're starting to notice a lot of sisters going natural. Why? Because Nibiru's starting to move in. And that heat is causing a lot of these sisters to say, I've had enough. And they want them to go back natural. And they've done so much damage to their scalp. So they really trying hard right now. They trying real hard because they know something ain't right. All right. This is what happens when you lose love and respect for yourself, because you have a virus on the planet telling you that you're nothing. But in everything we do, we keep proving them wrong, don't we?
Hell fucking yeah.
And yes, of course, we have a lot of ignorance going on, but that's only because they taught us that nonsense. You understand? Now,
we didn't know that.
Beings, like the ones with the
back then, we didn't know about war and destruction, man. We were so loving and caring.
Part of our carbon genetic. They look way lighter than us.
We didn't know about war until they fucking goddamn came. Not to say we look. Not to say we Not to say we didn't fight amongst each other or never had wars on the planet and everything like that. There's been wars on the planet so many times, even before these motherfuckers came. But we were still loving and caring for one another. And we stopped learning that once these motherfuckers came in. Right? Because they saw that. They saw how strong we are together. And they were like, alright, how can we get rid of this shit? How can we get rid of this shit? And then they saw some of our brothers and sisters, you know, getting salty, obviously, so they took advantage of that. They took advantage of some of our brothers and sisters' saltiness. You know, some of them were probably a little bit upset, you know, that they didn't get what they wanted or something like that. And then all of a sudden they just leaned in, being like the devil on the left or right ear, whatever you want to say it on. And then they just listened to him, even though they didn't need to listen. I want to say this to my brothers and sisters: why will you listen to an inferior race? You're the best, even if the race might have a, you know, you have a point, but it's like I'm not gonna betray my brothers and sisters for your stupid act, basically, you know. But then some of them will do it just to get a white man's face on it, white man's face on a fucking cloth or piece of paper, which some people might say. Remember, the H says a cloth, which is true. It's like a cloth. Look at it. Have you seen a dollar? Have you seen a 20 or $1 bill? It looks like it's woven in like a cloth. Even when you see it in fine detail. If you don't believe me on that, take some shrooms and look at that shit. You know, magic shrooms. And you look at that shit. Look at that. A lot better now, not that skimpy crap. So. Alright, moving on here. So.
You got a lot of them in Hispaniola. You got a lot of them in different places. You know, Puerto Ricans, you know, and stuff like this. They got straight hair, 6 ether hair, 7 ether hair. You know, they got pale skin. They may even look like, you know, albino. You know what I'm talking about. They have a lesser form of ether. They still have ether on their heads. Yes, they do. But it's a lesser form of ether. Now, the human race, they don't have ether on their heads. They have fur. Remember, the reason why they look like the albinos from our genetic, the reason why they look just like them, it is because the orcs are an infiltration unit that came here to try to take over the planet. This is where you come with your conquistadors and you talk about colonization. Yeah, that's when they came here trying to, you know, come down here looking like some of our people and stuff like this so they could come in and take over. Because if the Archons made them look too different from what we look like, we would be in constant fighting with them even right now, like in the middle of the street. Why? Because we know that they're different from us just by looking at them. But if they could make them look like, I don't know, like some of our albinos that look like white people, they got the same nose structure, the same hair, you know, the physicality looks damn near identical. Then that means they can trick us.
Yep.
And we'll start to forget if they're an invader or not. We'll start to forget. See how that works? Yeah. Very true. So check me out.
Catch me outside.
We already have the ability to do many different types of hairstyles, right? Back in ancient Kemet, we used to rock our hair real long, as you can see. We used to have so many different hairstyles, but we've forgotten so much about ourselves. Okay? The Afro pick is what you guys are supposed to be using. And I don't see enough of you using it. That is supposed to be the main staple for your hair. Not a comb. Okay? A comb is for very thin tooth hair. Very thin like hair. Okay? Now, check this out. And I want you guys to know this as well. This antenna that we have in our scalps, you gotta believe this, it can also push out, see, there's certain gases that come out of our scalps through our hair follicles. And these gases link up with our skin also, giving us the carbon crystallized look, that gamma radiation type of look that we have to our skin when our hair is at a certain length picked out. As you can clearly see in today's time, a lot of our people, right, they have, like, I know you see a lot of brothers walking around, they don't look like they take much care of themselves and all that. That's part of the programming to that you're nothing, so that way you won't even take care of yourself.
Right.
There's a lot of bad programming going on, right? When you see okay, you see like Michael Jackson, you see his hair and how it's so stringy and you know it's real. The texture looks mad different and it's real soft and curly and stuff. We can already do that naturally. Okay.
Yeah. My brother-in-law has hair like that, just naturally.
All right. The first thing that we need to know is that the Afro pick is the stable foundation for our hair. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's very important. Okay, it's very important. All over ancient Kemet, if you went there right now, you see Afro picks just laying everywhere. They're all over the place. All right. Okay. And see, another thing is that when you have a lot of hair on your head as well, and you have your pineal gland activated, believe it or not, the pineal gland and your hair picked out like that, it will actually supercharge the amount of information that you can actually get downloaded with. And if your crown chakra is open, and if your crown chakra is open and your hair is picked out like this, you can literally draw in on all kinds of different frequencies that are extremely far away from you. Frequencies that are extremely hard to tap into because they're so far away from our universe. You can literally tap into them like that. I'm dead serious. Man. Our hair has many different types of hairstyles that we used to do back in the day. Really look into it. I'm telling you. Okay? Because a lot of the hairstyles that we got right now,
sorry, guys.
Believe me, this is nothing compared to what we were doing back then. Believe that. Okay, our hair is the most versatile hair structure in the whole world. We can do anything with our hair. Literally anything. Alright? You know? And see, I want to say something else too. And see, when it comes down to these antennas,
hold on, sorry guys.
These antennas can actually pick up on energetic frequencies. It can pick up on energy bodies. It can pick up on it can actually even pick up on whether someone else is spiritually conscious or not. It can pick up on all kind of stuff. It's like a data transmitter. It's like a data emitter and data transmitter. Okay, all right, and it's like literally connected to the inner workings. So now you can see why it is that they try to cut off your connection. They cut off your ether connection. See, if you don't get it, if you're Afro, you got the full rock of Afro, and your third eye is a close, you know what's going to happen with your Afro like that? Eventually you're going to end up realizing that something's going on with you.
Yes.
And people are going to be able to see that there's something strange going on with you. Eventually you're going to figure out that you're different.
Right.
And then eventually something in you, you're going to eventually end up tapping into something eventually. And you're going to eventually get it activated and get it open. Mm-hmm. Because that ether connection, it's connecting you with the fourth, it's connecting you with the spiritual realm, that hair structure. It connects you, it gives you a very deep, energetic connection with the astral realm. That's why they don't want to see y'all with froze. Okay? This is why they want you to relax your hair. Okay? Alright? Alright? You guys have to understand this. You guys have to understand this. Okay? Alright? You have to understand that we are, in fact, different. Mm-hmm. We are. Alright? And, you know, very soon we're gonna break past all this. But this is what I wanted you guys to understand for today. We got many more topics to talk about. But I want to know, because I know you guys have been through a lot in different situations and scenarios. You know, my little sister, when she was growing up, you know, I saw what my mother was doing, and she was perming her hair. I had to cut that out. I cut her hair my damn self, and now she has a full head of hair, long as can be. Why? Because
my sister's hair, to be honest, like they're all beautiful. Like they all have good hair. You know, they all have great hair. I have great hair too. I'm fortunate. I'll say that I'm fortunate. You know.
stopped the damage process that was going on. My mother didn't know no better. She just thought that this was the natural way to go about doing things. Why? Because it's generational. These are generational curses that they put on our people.
Yep.
So we can damage and destroy ourselves. Do you understand?
Yep.
These are generational curses that they put on our people. Yes. So we can destroy ourselves. Why do you think we're running around shooting and killing each other now? This is more crazy insanity that they taught our people back in the day. And it needs to be talked about. Now, somebody might ask, okay, so then how do you get your hair all curly like that? How do you, well, what you do is that you pick out your hair first. Get it to like at least 4 to 5 inches of hair. Then what you start to do is that you start using things like, I don't know, for example, you use things like an Afro pick. You section off your hair into like 4 parts, right? Maybe you use like 1 part gel and then like the other 2 parts conditioner, right? And then you push it through your hair, and then you start to tie your hair up. Tie your hair up, you know, into bunches, you know. Tie them up, you know, put a satin scarf on your head, right? All right, and go to sleep. In the morning, your hair will soak up all of that, all of them oils and everything that you put in your hair. And when you detangle your hair is it's gonna be extremely curly, and it's gonna have that S-like formation. It's gonna look just like S curls, man, if not better, because you didn't put any chemicals in it. You went about it the natural way. And once you start doing this, you're gonna start messing around with your hair. You're gonna eventually end up discovering so many different crazy shit that you can do with your hair.
For real.
You know, because we was made to be unique that way. Okay. All right. We are a very, very, very highly spiritual.
We will meditate soon. I haven't done a meditation session in a while. Sorry.
You understand? And we need to understand. We need to understand that there's a vast difference between us and them. Okay. All right. Also, another thing, somebody might end up asking, for anybody that wants to know, what do we use to make our hair stronger? Make the hair, help the scalp heal. Make the hair stronger, more vibrant. Make the hair have more strength to it. Make it healthier. Let me tell you, what you need is plant extracts and vegetable extracts. You need plants like herbs and vegetable extracts to put into your scalp and through your hair. Okay, this is what you need. Okay, if you find products like I was trying to say beforehand, see, there's a lot of things you guys don't know. But see, the orcs, the human race, they cannot use plant and herb products and vegetable products for their scalps because they have animal fur on their heads. It will literally will not work for them. Plus, their bodies do not behave like plant life. They cannot behave like plant life on the planet because they don't come from nature like we do. We can use herbal, like herbs, like plant-based extracts, like herbs, very powerful herbs, and vegetables, and vegetable extracts in our scalps throughout our hair to make our hair stronger and denser and more buoyant and a lot more lifelike, full of life and thickness and strength. See, because our scalps are the way that they are, and the moisture in our scalps is the way that it is, our scalps naturally want more moisture. It naturally wants more moisture. So when, okay, let me give you guys an example of something that you can use in your scalp. All right, get yourself some avocado, right? Get some avocado oil as well. Get yourself some garlic. Get yourself some turmeric. Get yourself some onions. Okay? Get yourself some chopped up carrots. Put it in a blender. Turn it into a paste. Get some olive oil as well. And to give it some kick, add a what you call that? Let me see. I forgot the name of it, but you can always just use lime leaf in that as well. Like lime leaf, you can use that as well, or you can use burdock, which is a herb. And what you do is that you chop this stuff up and you put it in, and you turn it into a paste in a blender. And what you do is that you get this paste, right? And what you do is that you spread it throughout your entire scalp and through all of your hair. Then you wear a satin scarf and let it sit there for like a whole day, for 24 hours, and take it out and keep applying it. Skip a day every day of the week. If you're gonna apply it on Monday, skip Tuesday and you do it Wednesday. You keep doing this for a whole month or 2 months, and I'm telling you, the results will be dramatic. Your hair will grow a lot longer, your scalp will be a lot stronger and healthier, and your hair will be a lot thicker and stronger. And your scalp will thank you, because believe it or not, your scalp it wants those vitamins and nutrients. You understand? Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you some good stuff over here.
Right.
Also,
well, I might have to make a part 3.
These old 70s commercials dealing with Afro sheen and these products. See, back in the day, we were still trying to be ourselves, and they wanted to cut that off, right? So then in the early 2000s, a lot of the brothers were just cutting their hair short, and a lot of the sisters were, perming their hair, because the awakening process hasn't. It was going through, but it wasn't kicking in like how it is now. You understand? Because they don't want you guys to be yourselves and whatnot. They don't want you guys to be yourselves. So guess what? What ends up happening is that you guys end up destroying yourselves in the process, not knowing who and what you guys are. Okay? So we have to understand this, because this is what we're going back to. Rock and froze and all kind of stuff. We're going to go back to who we used to be very soon, when this dark energy takes over the planet. When it takes over the planet, we're shifting, and everything is going to go back to the way it's supposed to be. So this is just a little, little video for those that don't know. If anybody's perming out there, anybody's doing this, understand. I know that you may not see it that way, but it is a form of self-hate. And we need to stop hurting ourselves to feel beautiful.
Right.
Especially for the sisters. We can't do this. We cannot do this to ourselves.
Doing that to your hair is the equivalent of you being depressed and you taking a picture of yourself going like this and putting the filter on it and then putting it online and then getting likes like up the ass. Are you happy you took that picture? Or are you just happy because you got the likes?
Okay. All right. We got to go the natural route. Okay. All right. Okay. Because at some point we need to recognize what's real and what's fake out here. All right. So that's the message for tonight. I want you guys to understand. Okay? We have been taken out of our element, but we're going right back to it. And I'm promising y'all this. When this is all over, you will see why I made all these videos and tried to tell my people the truth about reality and what's really going on. Okay? You got to self-reflect in order to become the greatest version of yourself. Okay? And yes, even your hair was a symbol of who you guys really are. And now, Nibiru is moving in, and as it's moving in, it's affecting you guys a certain way to where you guys all want to go down the natural route. You're starting to see a lot more brothers starting to pick out, and they're trying to pick out their hair now.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, something's going on. You're starting to see, you're like, wait, what's going on? You know? You're starting to see a lot more Afros a lot lately, you know?
Right.
Yeah, this thing is affecting our what you call DNA. It's affecting our DEA. It's affecting us in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to embrace that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We are the Anunnaki, the Anunnaki.
Thank you.
People. Okay? We will no longer be black once this ship comes.
You see, have you seen those Anunnaki statues? The ones that look very bird-like? Yeah, those are us, too. Alright? Remember, the eagle symbol that they use for our flag is exactly what some of our brothers and sisters can turn into. That's a dragon. That's a dragon. Alright? Sure. How is it? You know, good at home, good for school. My mushroom hair and shit like that. Yo, I love my mushroom hair. I love it. Look at that, man. This is the sacred clown hair, baby. Alright, it's all wavy and all that, like fire. You know, wavy, curly. You know, these freaking orcs, you see two things. They see ether hair and stuff like that, but they see something else. They see snakes and they see fire. Alright? Green fire. Just like you see that in that picture, that painting that I made. You know, that's me. That's literally me in the astral realm. Little my niece, she made that painting all black, and my mom's gonna throw it away, but I took it and I literally just drew my face on it, you know. So, and there's a lot of things that are gonna happen soon, man. Like the Neptunians, they're gonna come here soon. Alright, I haven't talked to them in a while and everything like that, but I know they're doing well and everything like that. They're all my babies. I made them and everything like that. They're part of nature. I made them with nature. You know, I don't have to discuss that. I talked about that long time ago. So, and I have a video of it too. So, you just need to like read it and everything like that. Watch it and read it. So, this video is an 8%. I've been trying to make this not 8%. It sounds like I just said ape escape. But if I do a third, I will most likely do a third video. But because I do want to talk about more stuff and everything like that.
Take care. Much love to you and yours. Be back at Sirius in the Temple Spiritual Network, where we help share the truth and nothing but.
Right.
Stay tuned, guys. There's a lot more videos
That's
coming.
all I care about.
This was just a video dealing with hair and the importance of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there's so many cool ancient hairstyles that we used to rock, man, back in the day, man. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, like, man, the stuff that we used to do with our hair back in the day, we're going to see all of that coming up this shift, you know? A lot of beautiful stuff y'all never seen before that y'all gonna see, that y'all gonna witness. There's gonna be a lot of stuff y'all gonna end up remembering. You know? It's gonna be a beautiful time in history.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay? Just understand, all these perms, all these things was basically there to harm you, to make you guys feel less than. I'll be using this stuff, guys.
For real.
Understand that we are everything, and everything is us. And it is part of the reason why we are the most hated people on the planet.
Yes.
We must stop infighting with each other in order to become a greater collective whole. Of course, course, there will be beefs, there will be fights and certain things because not everyone's going to get along.
Right.
But if we can find a way to bridge the gap that has been forced upon us, then we can actually be able to get somewhere. And that's why the shift is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
We had everything once. We had everything taken away from us by force and by deceit and deception. Now we're coming into the time where we will receive everything that we lost, plus 30 times more than what we ever had before.
Yeah.
That's a great time to be alive.
Oh, yes, it is.
Serious entertainment.
Yes, it is. I agree.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care, man.
And on to the next video, the next project coming up. I'm sure you guys are going to like that too. I got a lot more interesting stuff to talk about, trust me. Peace, guys. Sirius out.
Alright. So, my phone's on 6%. I don't want it to be dead once I freaking stop meditating for like 5 minutes because I really don't know how my phone can act sometimes. Trying to mix my words here, but I'll do a part 3 if necessary. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for enjoying part 2. I did put some of my input of what Sirius Temple said and everything like that. Great video, by the way, you know. I put the video in the description box since I did talked about it. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess that's it. I want to see something. Oh, I think we can close out with that video. Let me just check real quick. Alright. This is Kalai, Brother Kalai.
They call that shit snowflakes. They call it snowflakes.
The video is called On 5D Transition, Mr. MB333 Super Surge is bad. I hope I'm saying this right.
Mr. LB33, I know you want to check out my videos sometimes, so I'm not messing with you. You know, I'm just I'm not, let me say this. I'm not making funny, you understand? Because I told you, Mr. LB33, if it was anybody
just
that I know that I will fuck with, you understand, that if I can be like, yo, go ahead and let them live their life out, you understand, or understand on this planet, go ahead and let them live their life out on this planet over there, yeah, and nobody bring harm to them. If it was one person, I would say it would be him. It wouldn't be none of you politicians. It wouldn't be none of you doctors, nurses,
For
none
real.
of you motherfuckers. I swear, I'm telling you, when I say this, I really, truly mean this. School teachers, I don't care what level you're on. Medical field, I don't care what level you're on. Law enforcement, I don't care what level you're on. Politician, I don't give a fuck what level you're on. Go on. Point blank and simple. I don't even have a... First of all, you are supposed to be the most... You're supposed to be the intelligent part of our species.
Right.
Just understand that. You're supposed to... When you go into these militaries and law enforcement, you're supposed to take a psychological evaluation test, nigga. So you're supposed to be the most intelligent part of our species. Doctors, surgeons, you are supposed to be the most intelligent part of our species. And you're going to tell me that you allow yourself to lead our species into this shit right here? You out your motherfucking mind. Off with your fucking head. You know good and damn well, sugar, so-called black people on this planet should not be eating anything with artificial shit in it. Sugar, I don't care, artificial preservative, I don't give a damn what it is. We should not be eating that. And y'all all know it. On all levels. Go into your doctor's office. They can't lie to you. Right. Universal law, remember, universal law, all the laws that they created, all the laws are going to be used against them when it comes down to the destruction of this planet and our race.
Sorry about these people.
Fucking... What's the law? It is a law, unlawful shit to a corpse. That's a law. Doing shit to a corpse that you shouldn't be doing. That's a law. And how many times have they killed us Even when we kill each other out in the streets, do you not know? Your body sits there for a reason. Then they take it to the morgue. Then they drain that shit of its melanin, neuromelanin. And then they say, okay, here you go. Here you go, parents. What you want to do with them? You don't have the money, so you're going to cremate them. You're so hurt, you're not going to think about nothing. You're not thinking, they don't rip the body apart. Ripped it apart. Like I said, the one thing that we walk around and use 100% of the time, we know less than 1% about. We know less than 1% about. But your oppressor, even Billy, that works as a plumber, you understand? Even Steve, that's a fucking mailman. He knows more about your anatomy than you do. And he knows 100%. All other races know 100% about their anatomy. I don't understand that. Listen to this right here. Let me say it one more again for the people that's in the back, that's still looking for confrontation and looking for other things to argue about instead of to build their own character up. The people, whether they're on a higher echelon level or a lower echelon level, know 100% about their anatomy and know at least 25 to 35% of yours. Now, how that sound? You know nothing about yours. You know less than what? Niggas know more about cars. Niggas know more about fucking how to fix a microwave. More than they know how to fix their own brain through neuroplasticity, changing the way you think, what you absorb. Do that make sense to y'all? Do that make sense to you? How is it that don't even? That's why I can easily manipulate you. You understand? That's why I can always tap into you. You know why? Because I'm studying your brain. I'm studying where you sit at. You learning how to run routes, nigga. I'm learning how to change neurons.
Exactly.
You learning how to shoot threes with Steph Curry, nigga. I'm fucking learning how to take phosphorus from your heart. Fuck's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? That don't even make any sense. You learning how to do nails. Let's do nails, girl. Let's get the eyelashes on. Nigga, how you clean up that vajayjay? Fuck is wrong with you? How you stop women from going to the gynecologist, especially our women? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? Huh? Let's do nails, sisters. Come on, let's get our nails done. Fucking with JJ on fucking Coke 45 and 800 and fucking Hennessy. Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? Tell me I ain't right. You can get mad at me all you want. You get mad. What? Let me say this to y'all. And the universe be my witness, man. The universe, Mother Universe, remove me, make me experience the most painful death, and let the world witness it. Let the fucking world witness it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that. I fucking mean that. When you watch this video and you hear what I'm saying, look at what they're doing. And they listen. I was shot. Point blank range multiple times, stood over top of me and shot me 5 more times. You think God didn't know I was gonna say fuck that nigga when I got there? And this is what the religious people say. Well, you know God gotta let Satan live. Meanwhile, you won't let your kid take a shit in the middle of your floor. I bet you if your kid pulled this pamper or I bet you if your kid was 12 years old and pulled this pants down and shit it in the middle of your living room floor, you would try your best to knock your fucking kid off your head off his shoulder. But yet, it's okay to let God, for God to let a nigga roam across the planet and rape, molest, and abuse women and children. You out your sick ass mind.
Thank you. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Bro. You out your sick mind. You went not one. I seen a motherfucking parent rape killing kid for not washing the cup out. You ain't washed the fucking dishes. Meanwhile, God let this nigga run across the planet, bro. He had women. He let black women be lined up in motherfucking barns, asshole naked, being raped. Children, you understand? New York, fuck New York. The stock market had women and children underneath the stock market. New Year's, motherfuckers. You don't remember your baby after you carried your baby from. See, this is why it's so easy for us to abandon our fucking children, because you forgot. When you remember when you gave birth to your baby and New Year's, nigga, the slave master came and snatched your motherfucking child away from you. Took your baby away from you. You forgot about that shit. Oh, the people in Tulsa, the people down in the tornadoes hit the tornadoes hit the ground. So many people died. Nigga, they was in Amazon. Did you see the roof? Did you see the rooftop in Amazon? They was in Amazon. Come on, we gonna package up this packet. Oh shit! They ain't even have a warning. What's wrong with you? Not one warning. And what warning did we have when they came through Black Wall Street? What warning did you have, black woman? Well, no matter what you did for this slave master, when you went back to that barn with your family, you still didn't feel safe. Huh? You still didn't feel safe. Now all of a sudden you feel safe. You feel safe. You feel safe now, huh? You lost your mind.
Right.
You lost your mind. So watch that video, what I was just got finished speaking about, and you see. You see, I told y'all we being watched. We are being watched. And y'all asses, every last one of y'all that continue to want to look or come up off your own brothers and sisters. Self-destruction. That nigga want to smoke crack. That girl want to smoke crack. Fuck it. Let them smoke crack. That's their business. Their business. That's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. When you start feeding crack to a whole species, now it becomes my business.
Right.
Because guess what? Where they getting the crack from? What's wrong with you? Where they got the mind from in the first place to even do crack? Because we let them down. We let them down. Trees don't let other trees down. Plants don't let other plants down. You need nourishment, we gonna give it to you. What's wrong with you? We don't let each other down. We adapted this lifestyle.
I was just gonna say, nature doesn't let nature down. And we up on nature. You orcs have no friends. I'm sorry. You don't. You only have each other. And even then, you guys want to kill each other. It's sad. What kind of life is that? Do you want to live a life like that? If you can feel at all, or cry at all, I'm talking about the wicked ones. Most likely they can. Because what they've done, they don't even have a fucking... They don't even have a spirit. It's gone. And even if they did, I don't know. I mean, I doubt it. You eating children and shit, I don't think you will have a soul or a spirit. Even if you did have a soul. You know? You know? It's like what that character Nico Bellic says in Grand Theft Auto 4. People that smuggle people, kill people, and kill women and children doesn't have a soul. I'm like, thank you.
So listen, man, I value y'all, man. I sincerely do.
So, I was gonna close the video off, but since I got it right the way I wanted to, maybe we could still maybe we could do the meditation. That'd be nice. Maybe we could still do that part 2 video. We're not gonna close yet at all. So there's that. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know it's just a talking video, but it's going to probably be longer than usual. Mainly because, again, guys, this is it. I know this video is kind of tilted. I should be like this. You know, but, whatever perspective you see it, it doesn't matter, right? All you care is the message. That's all that matters. And I do have a message for my brothers and sisters. And anyone from the cosmos that's watching. This is a battle that hasn't been finished. We're going back to a battle that never ended, guys. Just remember that. We're going to come for them. They don't know when. They don't know when. They don't know the time or place where it's going to happen. But we will get them. Okay? And when we get them, these wicked motherfuckers are going to pay. They can't run. They can't hide. we will make sure that all of you guys get dealt with. Okay? For all the shit that you have done in this galaxy and in other galaxies, and also to this planet and to our people. People might not. Let me put this in perspective for you guys. They imprisoned the Guardians of the Galaxy, when we really think about it. They imprisoned beings that were supposed to protect each and every galaxy, or just their planet, or just their galaxy in general, basically. Like Super Saiyans. Imagine imprisoning a Super Saiyan. Imagine imprisoning, I don't know, Superman. People would be like, yeah, that's bullshit. I'd be like, exactly, right? But how they did it. Because they used the mind. They knew, look at Superman, and look at the Superman, man. These are type of beings. Look, I'm not saying there's not other beings that are like strong, like a Superman, wicked beings, you know? I mean, they're not, but they're strong and shit like that. Like you see in Dragon Ball Z, like Frieza and Cell. Yes, there's beings like that. Yes. And they're very, very powerful. Right? And they're not to fuck with. I have fought one of them. And they're not to fuck with. For kind of like, they grabbed me from the neck. They're like, you little shit. And I'm like, holy shit. Their claw, like their nails were like all black and shit like that. I saw their like whitish reptilian skin. It's all greenish and shit like that. And it just, he went and grabbed me. I grabbed his hand like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he threw me and shit like that. I was in the astral realm and stuff. But obviously that deal was that one. I fucking killed that dude. But there was just there's a lot of shit that these guys have done to us, and we're going back to what we all, obviously, as what Sirius Temple said. It's true. This is a moment in time. This is a moment in our lifetimes that we are going to witness, and we're going to be talking about it, and we're going to tell our kids, even the people that did or did not take the shot, basically, are still going to talk about this years to come. Okay? And the people that did got the people that did got it are not going to witness, what people that didn't get it get. You know? They'll be like, oh, how come that didn't happen to us? It's like, because you... People might tell you, but if you still don't understand and overstand it, no one's not going to tell you again. People just going to be like, oh, you didn't focus on yourself, or something like that, you know? And people told you the information out here, and you're too fucking scared to do it. You know? Or you just made fun of people for it. It's sad, the situation that we're in. It really is. But it's a good time to be alive. Because this is just, it's absolutely just... I don't know how to describe it, to be quite honest, guys. I don't know. I don't know what else. But I should meditate. I'll meditate once today. Haven't meditated. I should meditate 2 more times. But I should meditate in this video. I haven't done a meditation session in quite a while. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just haven't done it. There's been a lot of videos I should have been doing that I haven't been doing. I apologize for that, guys. It's just that when you focus on yourself, you really don't want to crank out videos that you could just be like this. Why should I crank out a video if I could just spend time with me more and know more about me? And when I know more about me, I have more information I can talk about, basically. I sound like a robot, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like that. But seriously, it's true though. When you have more information, when you focus on yourself more, and you connect to the planet, and you connect to higher self, when you reach higher realms of knowledge, when you're looking for it, you find it. You find it. Especially when you do these. Breaking the codes down, you know? I remember, like, who doesn't do those? I remember when I first dipped them, and then other people started talking about them, and I'm just like, that was years ago. Years ago. I'll say that was like about 2018, you know? So, okay. Let's check this guy out before that meditation session. Because I have a big problem with this motherfucker. But, according to this, something extraordinary may occur. I'm sorry. It's just... I don't know what to say about this motherfucker. I don't. I don't want to... I'm not picking on him or anything like that. It's just that I see the bullshit from him. And if it doesn't frustrate me, you just want to go like this. Andy's home. I'm sorry. That's just me, man. This is me. Oh. I know some people might take some of this stuff seriously, and yes, this is real, and you should take it seriously, and I do too. It's just obviously, when I have fun and smile and everything like that, I know things are going to be okay. Things are not bad at all. People think it is, but it's not. It's just what you think it is, man. It really is. So, and then that goes back to what we were when a long time ago. We were laughing, giggling all the time, man. You know? And I feel like sometimes, this is just how I feel sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes when I goof around sometimes and have fun with my videos while I'm talking about some of this knowledge and stuff, or, you know, stuff how I see either from my dreams or something like that, or and then what people are talking about, and I'm like, sure, that's what I'm seeing too, which is funny. But not even that. It's just that certain things happen, and I don't even know it until like probably 2 days or 3 days later. Mainly because I just focus on me, and I just know more of myself more, and I just have to know thyself. That's the most important thing. The thing is, when you know thyself, everything just comes in, guys. Everything just comes into play. It does. Even if it's just a little bit, man. Even if it's just a little bit. Ever since I've meditated, I've never stopped meditating. There's been days that's like, yeah, you miss one, or you miss one, but the next day you go right off and meditate because at least I'm that type of person that just like I can't. You have to be on that shit. You have to meditate every fucking day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, like you could do it 5 times a day, basically making it 15 minutes, basically, or you could do it 10 times a day or 20 minutes a day. You know, basically 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes or 3 times a day. You know. Sorry. I got fucked up there. I'm sorry, guys. You see how I goof? You see how I laugh right there? Some people might even take that seriously or something like that. But that's who I am. That's just the person who I am. And that's where we used to be back in the day. And I mentioned that already, but that's the thing. We used to be, and when you really think about it, it's like, what the fuck happened? But don't worry. We remember everything. We're going back to what we are, and that's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And lately, the skies have been acting weird. There's some birds that have been acting weird. I've been wanting to say this lately. I have not. There have been birds that have been acting weird lately. Like, you have seagulls that going like this, and then after that, I'm just like, and then I'm like, say I'm like right here, and it's floating like this, and I'm passing it, and then all of a sudden it's right under me, like a fucking like video game. And then I'm like moving over here, and then it goes right here, like a fucking video game. Then when I noticed it, it stopped. And then after that, I was close to where I was going to my classes and stuff like that. Then there's a whole bunch of seagulls just going like, and they're low on the ground. They're not even high up in the sky. They're low in the ground, where you can actually probably reach them, like arm's length, like this. Like they're like up here in the sky, like that. They're like that, guys. When I noticed that, I'm just like, and not so long ago, I was looking at the background or the view of where I live at and shit like that. I'm just like, look at this. Look, and I'm like, look at this video game. Like, you know how I was laughing. I'm like, huh, what happened, guys? Can fill in the whole thing of the buildings? You know how you play a game and it can't have the whole buildings in detail and far away, so they have to have clouds and stuff like that? Well, I mean, a fog level. I mean, a fog detail in the game, like Grand Theft Auto. You know? I noticed that. I did notice that not so long ago, and I'm like, huh, look at that. Looks like a freaking computer game. Far away. You know? That's why I always notice. I always tell myself that, like, here, like, everything that you see here is loaded. Like, here it's loaded. Like, in a video game. Like, everything around here is loaded. But when you go out here, it's not loaded at all. So what you're seeing, everything here is loaded. But are you seeing the store? Are you seeing the other side of the building? No, because those are not loaded in yet. Because you're not out there. Guys, we live in a simulation. So this is the Truman Show, guys. This is the what you guys want to call it, the Matrix. Some people want to be like the Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix. Gravity H pointed out to you guys that it's mother, and it literally is mother. Even even in one of the Matrix DVD box sets, it says Matrix on it, and it shows a fetus of a baby. So when people say that, oh, fuck the Matrix, I'm just like, you guys know what the Latin word for Matrix is? Like, I know what you're talking about, the simulation part of the Matrix. That is fine, I get it. But when you say the Matrix, I'm talking about, guys, look it up on Google. What else you need to know about what Matrix is? You need to Google what mother is too? I think we can all know what that means. And it also means womb, which is also the symbol of what I told you about with the Matrix cover, with the baby in the womb. How are you guys not seeing this? You know, yeah. Again, that's why that's why I like brothers like Kalai sometimes. Like, I respect Kalai. Like, I respect all my brothers and sisters, obviously. You know, but, what Kalai said best, like, we don't have to disagree or we don't have to agree with each other, basically. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. All we have, when the time comes, that's where we really see who's the man and who's the woman. It's like, yeah, who's the true person to, like, stand up for what they believe and shit like that, to protect their brothers and sisters, basically. Make sure these motherfuckers don't do what the fuck they need to do. Trust me, there's a lot of quote unquote, if you want to, well, yeah, we all color. If you want to, there's a lot of color people that know, especially if you want to call them all black or so-called black folk. They know that if there's a whiff of any of that slavery type of shit coming back, they'll go ham up and shit and be like, fuck you. Even if they're not in tune and spiritual with themselves, you know? Because they know this shit's no. They're like, fuck that shit. Right? And people are standing up more and more every day. So there's a lot of things that... This is a good video, and it's sad that my other channel can't... You guys can't see this in my other channel, because it's, like, gone. Not gone. I can't upload videos there for right now. My other channel, the TwisTedSkull channel, I can probably upload these videos there, since I only got like 2 strikes, but that's kind of abandoned. I don't want to keep going, because then YouTube would just be like, oh, he's keep it going. Let's keep giving him strikes. You know what, YouTube? Eventually, I'm going to leave. So I'm going to leave YouTube, guys. I forgot to tell you that. When Ralph Smart mentioned a new website coming, and we can do what the fuck we want, and no censorship and all that, what YouTube is doing, I'm exactly like, thank you, because I already knew that was going to happen anyways. I've been doing that since 2019. I've just been, patiently doing my thing, And then when these guys are talking about it, I'm just like, I already been knowing this stuff, and now it's about to commence, Now it's about to commence, and that's cool. That's really cool. Some people might be like, oh, they just probably regurgitating what you said and everything years back. And I'm like, you're probably right, but a coincidence that, yeah, I said that years back, but now they're saying it now? Even though back then I said that, oh, that would happen soon, and who knows when it would happen, basically. Back then, look, I thought that this whole thing was going to lead up into 2025, which people still think that, but I'm seeing something more different now. The more I grew up and saw a lot of things, I realized that it's not. I'm like, this could just end next year, guys. These wicked beings wanted it to last until 2050, and these motherfuckers, and these some brothers and sisters act like, oh yeah, 2050, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're doing what these wicked beings want you to do. See, these wicked beings don't work. Their shit don't work until we agree with them. Stop saying, yeah, this shit, we see this shit still until 2050. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. Because this shit's ending before 2030, you motherfuckers. And there won't be no 2030 or 2025 or 2024 or 2023. Okay? I've been feeling that shit since 2020. Since 2020. And ever since I've been feeling that, some of our brothers and sisters are throwing out something that's bullshit that I know that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I just have to say it. It's bullshit. You can disagree with me all you want, but it's bullshit. I don't know, man. You can disagree with me if you want. That's fine. But I think it's bullshit. Because you have these wicked beings wanting to last for a while. So they can, like, freely get out of the planet and get freely wherever they want. And then we can somehow miraculously what? Come back to what we used to be? And not having them not get paid for it? That's what pisses me off. That the fact you want to sit back and be like, yeah, 2050, and be like, you want these beings to stay this long in this planet to 2050 until you want to get rid of them, or until they do leave? How about they leave right now? And since I'm part of the planet feels that way. And I don't know why you don't feel that way. These are motherfuckers that kidnap babies and eat them and slaughter them and rape them, and you don't want them out of here now? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a type of fire. That type of... Oh my gosh. You could see the steam coming out of my ears and my nose, man, like a dragon. Because that is how, no. This shit should have ended last year. But I'm the planet. You know? I'm not gonna argue with her. I never will. Why would I? I respect her decisions. And I love her for it. Okay? Great Mama, Mother Kai, Tiamat. She got this. And I could trust her all the way through. Right? Always. Sometimes I might be like, with some people. But with her, 24/7 all the way. Alright? Are you kidding me? She knows what the fuck's up. And she knows when she's ready. And I'm not going to force her at all. Hell no. Are you crazy? No. She will... No. These wicked beings tried. And I've seen it. And I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers. You dumbasses. You're just pissing her off more. And that gets effect with her babies. That also created her also. We're part of her veins. We're all her... We technically are her white blood cells. We have to defend her. And yes, she will appear during battle. She's already battling already. She's using the elements right now. But eventually she's going to come up from the surface. And she's going to look at all these evil beings and look at them straight in the eye. And she's going to mark them all. And we're going to let her. We're going to let her. Before we start battling, we're going to let her do her thing. And she's going to mark these wicked motherfuckers. Alright? And we're going to watch. We're going to watch. And we're going to let our babies watch too. Alright? Yes. That's way before, like, I'm telling you guys, the men, eventually we're going to have to go battle. And then eventually the women. And then when the time comes, the children, obviously, not the ones that are small and all that. No, like, old enough to go. You know? Not old enough to be like, dude, no, you're too much of a baby. No, you're too a kid. No, just go. You know, at least, like, probably what? I don't know. You probably will guess. Most people say 17, 18, and that's fine, I guess. So I don't know. That's up to whatever. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. How about that? Okay? Because, guys, here's the thing. I've said this countless times. Everything that I have said has come true. Okay? Even before I got in tune with myself more and more and more, even before I knew about this orc shit, even knew about that we made the fucking pyramids, even before I knew about that shit. Everything that I speak, everything that I talked about came true, obviously, because I made my word. Right? And yes, there's certain things that you have to find out that's the truth. You don't want to get misinformation. I agree. No misinformation. And I'm always that type of person that if I get misinformation, I'm going to always kick myself. Because I'm like, damn it. You know? And yes, all of us are not perfect. No shit. And the reason I kick myself for it is because you always need to, obviously you learn from it. And you see what you got wrong. But the reason I kick myself for it is because it's like, it didn't have to happen, obviously. But most of all, that this is something that good thing you learn. I mean, that's not the reason why I kick myself for it. I mostly kick myself because I can't really explain why I kick myself. It's just something that I just do. Maybe I shouldn't do it. There you go. You know. Hey, there. There's a lesson for me. Don't do it. All right. No, I just don't do it. Problem solved. Oh gosh, you know how you give advice but you don't take your own advice. This is why some characters I relate to, like Alice from Alice in Wonderland. She'd be like, "Oh, I give so advice, but I rarely seldom follow it." You know, I'm just like, yo, this bitch. This fucking blonde, blue hair bitch is right. Oh my gosh. But you could tell, you do know Alice is us, right, guys? Alice is a sister, to be quite honest. She's not really Caucasian. She's really a sister. Mostly every movie that they make is about us. Okay? Mostly it is. Harry Potter is a brother. Okay? Superman has always been a brother. Recently, we're already getting words of a black Superman happening. And you have people being pissed off about that shit. And all I'm like saying, and all I'm like, I'm here in the background saying like, dude, he's an extraterrestrial. He can look like whatever he wants. He can look like fucking Cthulhu for all I fucking goddamn care. And he'd still be called Superman. I would still call him Superman. If I go crazy, will you still call me Superman? You know? I love that song. It's true. But I don't know. Yes, I know it's some people's opinions, but it's a subconscious type of thing. It is. It's their ancestors. You could blame them. You could if you want to, but I don't, because that's their ancestors. Their ancestors are coming out of them. It is what it is. Some people might be like, "Oh, fuck you." I'm like, "What do you want me to tell you? Your ancestors just came out of you." Again. "Oh, I'm not my ancestor." Yes, you are. Do you have their blood coursing through your veins? Fuck you. Just like my ancestors, man. You mean to tell me my grandparents' blood doesn't go through my veins? Don't say no, because that's the same exact way you'd be like, "Oh, mama, oh, your mom doesn't and your father doesn't." Yes, the fuck's wrong with you? And this is there are places where I live at, I have like closed my eyes and I have seen it just like literally, you could call it Godzilla-sized creature, me like that, if you can see it, like that, just destroying these wicked beings is freaking like just ley lines, and not even ley lines, just destroying their shit. And going back to part one, they're all afraid of me. They're afraid to speak my name. And they tried. These orcs try to do things. They still try to do things, but I know in the back of my head constantly these Dracos keep telling them, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" There's a reason he only messes with us, but he messes with you. You don't even make it. You don't even have the capabilities to even knock him down. For crying out loud, they even took, like, I can literally see that conversation. Like why you orcs are even trying to do this to SkullKlown? I mean, for crying out loud, like, we can grab him and you can't even fucking touch him. And not even that, these Dracos can't even touch me either. Literally. I mean, have you seen Harry Potter? That's what happens, man. That's literally what happens. These wicked beings can't touch us. They can't. Not just because we're high vibration and everything like that, but also with all stuff inside of our body, man. And yes, being high vibration does help, obviously. But your blood, man. And these people, and eventually we're going to find out. Some of you guys want to find out what your bloodline is and everything like that. You guys will know. You guys will know. Very soon, actually. Very soon. Don't quote me how soon, but very soon you guys will know who you are and what your family is. And your family, some of your family members are here anyways. To get you, to pick you up. Because some of you guys are not supposed to be here anyways. That's not a bad thing. You're just here to help the planet and fight the fight. You know? That's really it. Not to say you can't come back and visit and everything like that. Just have a good time. For crying out loud, Sirius Temple said that this planet was a vacation resort in a way. And a gas station also. Because we had to make sure, like, we definitely now, more than ever, when this shit is over, we definitely now, more than ever, we're gonna be going head to toes to the motherfucker that comes to this planet and comes out. They're like, oh, what are you here for? State what's your reason here. And we just give them one chance, and that's it. At least that's me. That will be me. If anyone else gives them a chance, I'll be like, dude, what is wrong with you? This is how we got to the first place to begin with. I would literally smack the shit off of you. I literally would smack the shit off of you. And hopefully I will have a staff by then, because I will smack you with my staff. I won't even smack you with my hand. I'll smack you with my staff for being that dumb. But like, boys, can you put this brother on like, I think he needs to lay down. The sun has been hitting him for too long. Oh man. It's like, I think the heat wave has finally got to him. Some stupid shit or you know. But yeah. I was gonna watch a MBB3 video. I'll probably watch it after I'm done with this video. Because really I don't want to watch a while. Because I already did that here. I just want to talk to you guys now. So, what else could I talk about too? Is there anything else in my head? Or is there anything else that's been happening that I've been noticing? Obviously, I have mentioned that every time they made it snow, it just melts. It's not even. You can't even try anymore, man. You can't. You just can't try. It's kind of like they were chemtrailing, obviously. They do it every day, but they were doing it earlier, and then eventually the sky was just point blue, all blue with the sun just shining. Then eventually you just saw one chemtrailing, and I'm just like, you guys, like, it's not working. It's not working. I'm looking at it up in the sky, and I'm like, holy shit, it's literally not working. I mean, it never worked to begin with, but but still, it is now, the air is making it dissipating. The sun is making the sun is just making it dissipate. Or whatever what's up there is just making it dissipate now. The cosmic energies, man. Plasma energies. You're just making it gone. Just every time I look at that sun, man, I'm just waiting for it to, like, most people are like, explode? I'm like, no, not explode. Light up like a candle. I mean, it already is, but it's going to light up even more. And it's supposed to. That's the energies that are coming in. That's the biggest energy that's the biggest energy that everyone has been waiting for. Even back then, the ancients, they saw this and they were like, oh, this is what's going to happen, guys. Around this time area. And people are going to be in tune spiritual with themselves. When people are tuned spiritual with themselves, these things are going to happen. And then eventually, boom. Because when they look back in time, basically, when they went in tune spiritual with themselves, they found that. They were like, oh shit, the sun is going to do this. Oh, okay. You know? So even then, and then they found out other things, obviously. You know, that added to that. So, but when they found that out, they were like, well, you wicked beings could do whatever you want because eventually we're going to go back to normal anyways. Because this was just a test at the end of the day. For us. For us. I feel sorry for your orcs. No, maybe I shouldn't say that. Because... I don't know, I said it. I don't want to say it again. What life is this, man? What life do you have? What life do you got? Your orcs have, man. No one wants you, 'cause you fucked up that bad, and everyone around you that's literally the same species as you is going to pay for it. What do you have to say for yourself? No, seriously. Don't even fucking joke. Because a man that has a family that's Caucasian will look at you and want to beat the fuck out of you. Because then he finds this out, and then he knows what's going to happen, and he's not mad at the original people, he's mad at you. Sometimes I think that we probably won't even fight these wicked ones. Because, again, either they're going to kill each other off, or some of their own kind will just, again, kill them, or realize what the fuck's up, and then we'll go after them and be like, oh, are you serious? You know? Hell, that's probably... I won't be surprised if that's happening right now. Okay? Everything that's happening around this planet right now. But by the time 21st and the 25th pass, you know, by the time they'll be telling each other, let's not fight, stop fighting with each other, stop fight. They're already telling each other that now, yes, but it's going to be more important after the 25th. Why? Because they're going to have to go to battle soon. Who are they going to fight? Who do you think they're going to fight? They're not going to fight Teletubbies. Oh, they're fighting USA and shit like that. What? Oh yeah, the shit that they're telling you. They still telling you China and USA shit? That's not happening. They're walking with each other. They're in the same bed with each other. I've been saying that for fucking years. They're basically brother and sister with each other. Yeah, sure, China's pissed off at United States. Maybe because of all the shit right now. For crying out loud, China is holding a threat on the United States saying that, yo, this whole adrenochrome type shit, we're gonna let it out. That's why they're sucking their dick, dude. Why do you think it's... They've been fucked over, so they're like, alright, we're gonna fuck you over. We have it right here. And they're like, no. And they're like, no, we have it. Now it's, oops, it's out. Ralph Smart mentioned in his video that there's going to be a worldwide video that everyone's going to know about. And that's the exact same video that I was talking about years back in 2016, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I kind of wish I did preserve those videos, man. So I can, like, be like, yo, go back and watch this video. Because you will see me how much I grew, man. I grew so much. You have no idea. And then some people might come to my new channels and be like, yo, he just started. No, I didn't. I haven't. This is my new channels because of YouTube. But then eventually I'm going to go to a new site. When the site presents itself. When I see the great opportunity as it commences. You know, it might even happen tomorrow. You never know. You never know. You know? This is your reality. You make what you make of it. Alright? But don't take the information and make it false. Like, you know, for example, like what these evil, wicked motherfuckers do, like these orcs, like saying that, oh, the reason we're colored is because we ate fucking meat. Some shit that they say in the Bible, right? That's why those color people, because we ate the wrong type of meat that we was not supposed to eat, but we ate it. From what I've heard. Even if that wasn't true, and even if it was, like, that's them telling that story, it's bullshit anyways. You know? The true people know where we came from. I know where I came from. And the more I know that I know where I came from, the more I smile and tear up and cry. Because it's a beautiful thing, man. It is. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to know who you are, man. To know thyself is knowing nature. Knowing who she is also. Let me tell you a story. I probably told this story, but I feel like I haven't. But if I have, tell me. But here's a little story. One day, I went to my room. You know, I was still doing that meditation stuff and everything, but I wasn't doing it hardcore, you know. So, but this was the day I started doing it hardcore. I went to my room. I wasn't feeling the best that day, I think. So I just closed my room, turned everything off. Everything. The TV, my phone, everything. I didn't even set a timer. I just sat there, meditated for probably at least 30 minutes, maybe more. I don't know how long I did. All I know is once I did, I felt so much love. Some people might say it felt like heaven. It did. That's the only thing I could describe as it felt like heaven. All my sorrows, all my hate, all my anger, all the shit that I was like worried about, all the shit that I like just all the bullshit basically just went away. And it felt for the first time ever in a long time. Like not even. For the first time ever in my life, I actually felt happy to be alive on that day. It was the best feeling in the world. And it's hard to describe to people because if they haven't went through it, they don't know. And it's painful. Why is it painful? Because it's painful because when you tell somebody, they don't know that feeling. They might say, "Oh, I got it." No, you don't. No, you do not. The same way when a woman goes crazy for chocolate when she's on her period, it's the same way you go crazy when someone says, "Oh, they get it," but you know they don't because holy shit, man. You would know what that person's talking about when you went inside in tune with yourself and you just saw the cosmos. You saw yourself, you saw, you know, the beauty inside of you, yes, but you also saw the cosmos. It was, I don't know, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was the best thing that could ever happen to me. And I know that there are things happen that I know that things happen for a reason. I even told myself too that if I don't make it out of here, that I know my brothers and sisters, they would destroy these motherfuckers. And I'll say that right now. I know I will. But for no, if I don't make it out of here, get rid of these motherfuckers. And I want you to take this planet and take care of it. And anyone that comes here and tries to destroy it, I want you to burn them so bad. I want you to show them the fear and the rage of us. Okay? Because that fear and that burnt and that rage became a being. And that was me. And that's what this got of. When I found that out, No, I found more shit too about that, man. About me. I want to say this. I said this before too, and I made a video about it too. You know how people say that oh, we're first and everything like that, which is true. Sorry. I'm going to close it soon off, though, guys. I'm going to meditate outside. I'm sorry about that. I'll probably do a meditation section another day. But so going back, you know how people say that, you know, we created everything, we're the originals and everything like that. And we were here before everything. Basically, we created everything. It's hard to describe. You know how in anime or in video games, there's always a person or a being that's always right next to either a god or a goddess, because the goddess or the god created everything, created humans and all that, or, you know, the people that inhabit the worlds and everything like that. And then they have a person that's there that always sees them, you know, or you could almost be like, you could almost say like a vice president type of thing. You could say that. It's not really, it's not, but it's type of, that's the only thing I could describe it for people to actually get it. Be like, oh, okay, it's like that. It's almost like a vice president type of thing. But, yeah, you know how that's like, sometimes like that in anime, and they watch like over the people and stuff like that, and, or they help the people grow and everything like that. Yeah, that's me. That, look, guys, this is hard for me to say because some of the stuff that I know about myself, I don't tell a lot of people. Okay, I like some of these wicked beings. They've been around, but they don't know how long have I been around. Like, for crying out loud, I've been like I've been around before there was light, sound, water. Most people are like, yeah, so was us. I'm like, no, guys, you don't understand and overstand. That I was the reason. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, man. It's very hard to describe it because when I describe it, people, they might not even believe me. But the thing is, that's why the stuff that I mentioned about the anime thing, that resonates with me so fucking much, and there's a reason for it. It's because I was right next to the cosmic mother, basically. I was always there. I was always there making sure that she doesn't get fucked up, or anything gets fucked up. I was basically like, again, I don't know what was it called, advisor or some shit like that. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what it's called, and I'm sorry that I can't think of it right now. But that is who I was. But not other than that, that I was literally around before she, like, oh, I mean, oh, I'm a higher being. Before she realized that she was a higher being, something that frequency had to be there. Like, what made her realize, oh shit, I'm a higher being? Guilty. Why? Because that's a type of frequency and that's a type of thing. There was a type of being like that, and that's how old I am, guys, and shit like that. And look, when I found out for myself about it, I couldn't believe it either. The reason I couldn't believe it is because this is. I thought it was an ego type of thing. Guys, I'm tearing up right now because, guys, it felt like I didn't want it to feel like an ego type of thing. When I found that out, I'm like, are you serious? Is this the reason why they're fucking scaring me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was kind of hard to say because you have no idea how old I am. People want to disagree with me, that's fine. But I've seen you guys, man. Your souls and everything like that. Remedy 8 spiritual souls, and anybody, I don't care who, any brothers or sisters. I've seen all of you guys since the beginning. Since you guys first started, I've seen you guys. And I was already old. I don't know how many people want to see this video. But it's something that I had to get off my chest. Sorry. But this exact thing that I told you is one of the ones that I hold myself back telling. And maybe it was the right time to say it because the time frame that we live in right now. This is why I've told myself that when the time comes, I won't be around my friends. I'll be out of here. Where you gonna go? Oh, I don't know. Have you seen Dragon Ball GT when Goku left? That's what I have to say about that. I know what that exactly is though, but it's not exactly what is going to happen to me, basically. Because I know what happened to Goku in that finale. He became a light body. He ascended basically. And what he left behind was his clothes. You have to leave something behind, either your clothes or your fingernails or something like that, or a piece of your hair. But yeah. So that's what happened with Goku. But that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later. And be safe.